Every so often, an event comes along so rare that it shocks us to our very core, combining entertainment, intricate knowledge, charisma, and devilishly good looks.
Boring!
Man, shut up and talk hoops. Yo! Welcome, old head hoopers. We've got a very, very special episode coming up for you over the next 3 weeks. It's going to be a three-parter commemorating the life and the career of Kobe Bryant. Now, the anniversary of Kobe's death is coming up on the 26th of January, and I had an experience with regard to Kobe Bryant that I thought I would share before we get into the pod that will make it a little bit more understandable why we're doing it, and a few things that I say during the pod will probably make a lot more sense if I do this. So if you've listened to our pod, you'll know that I've had complicated feelings about Kobe. Now, I've said before in previous episodes, you're either a Shaq guy or a Kobe guy, right? So for my top 10 favorite players to watch, I didn't include Kobe. Now, there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, I knew Mus was going to put Kobe in because Mus is an absolute Kobe stan fanatic. So I knew Kobe was going to get his love. The other reason was I just really wanted to be a basketball hipster. There were certain players in the 90s that I really loved that I didn't think were getting enough sort of flowers, including players like Chris Webber, Anthony Hardaway, Grant Hill. These were guys that had their careers cut short in their primes that I just felt needed the recognition. So it was those two reasons, as well as, you know, the Shaq-Kobe feud. And Shaq is one of my top 2 or 3 players ever in the NBA. I love watching Shaq. So when they went through their feud, I kind of picked a side growing up, watching the game. And interestingly enough, as I've said to my co-host Mus, I kind of held on to that grudge for the entirety of my adulthood and then into my middle age, even though Shaq had given up that feud a long time ago. And then an interesting thing happened. This pod is now 7 episodes in. We're only 2.5 months old. The channel is only just over 2 months old. So one day I was getting ready to fly out to work, and I don't like to do anything on my fly out day. I like to make sure all of my chores are done, nothing really hanging over my head. Everything's organised so that I can just get up, spend some time with my 2 Staffordshire Bull Terriers, and watch a TV show or watch a game or whatever I feel like doing before I get on the plane. So I had a few hours to spare, was flicking around to look for a game. No games on ESPN, unheard of. Flicked over to Amazon Prime. No games on Amazon Prime. I'm like, shit, right, what am I going to do with my day? So I was flicking around and I found The Legend of the 81-Point Game, documentary on Kobe Bryant's, obviously, 81-point game against Toronto. I'd recently watched that game and I thought, oh, this could be interesting. So went on there, watched the documentary, and I was just enthralled from minute one. Sam Mitchell is one of the main characters on the show, and his narration and his ability to storytell to me is just amazing, second to none. The whole time I was watching it, I just thought, man, this would look really good with some great Kobe highlights over the top. So that kind of inspired me to get out. I had a couple of hours left before I had to jump on the plane. So I got to work really quickly, isolated the audio from Sam Mitchell, found some really good highlights of Kobe that I enjoyed, some 4K ones, really quickly slapped it together and didn't think too much of it.
This is what was funny. I remember about his 3rd, 4th year in the league, the joke was in the locker rooms. Kobe walked by, look at him. He want to be like Michael Jordan. Look at him. He talk like Michael Jordan. Look at him. He stick his tongue out like Michael Jordan. And I'll never forget this. I'm in the locker room one day. Some of the guys in the locker room hating on Kobe. He want to be like Mike. I stopped him. I turned the TV on mute. And this is what I said. And I hope I can say this. And excuse me, I'm going to apologize in advance. but it pisses me off. Shows you how people think. I said, you guys are a bunch of stupid motherfuckers. And they said, why? Y'all are sitting in the room laughing at a player who wants to be like Michael Jordan. Let that sink in. Y'all are laughing. Now, it's not that he just wants to be like him. He's working his ass off in the gym. While you're laughing, he's in the gym trying to be as good, if not better, than the guy that we think is the greatest, Michael Jordan. And you idiots are laughing. What you should be doing is picking somebody like him who's great and getting your ass out this locker room and get in the gym and start working on your game and start mimicking that guy. Who's stupid? The guy that's trying to be like the guy that's trying to be like the greatest? Or the guys that's sitting around here too afraid to try to be great?
If I had to pick what player right now represents the future, it would have to be Kobe Bryant with the way that he plays the game of basketball. I have high regards in terms of how he focused on the game. He works on his basketball skills. Each and every year he gets better.
I think Michael Jordan passed off the torch to Kobe. He handed him the keys and said, hey, this is your NBA now. Do with it what I did and go further.
So I went through a bit of a black spot with internet as I was going to work on the plane and until I hit the village. And by the time I got there, the video had done about 30,000 views and about 80,000 on Instagram. Now, we're building this podcast, we're building this channel from scratch, and it's been really, really difficult. Like when you're a no-name bunch of people like me and Musa from Australia entering a saturated market when it comes to basketball coverage, basketball analysis, and the YouTube algorithm, the SEO optimization, there's just been a huge learning curve. So we've just very, very, very slowly but surely been building this. Before that Kobe video, we had, I think, 35 subscribers on YouTube, maybe 40 followers on Instagram. Didn't bother us because, you know, we're in this for the long haul. We're just having fun doing what we're doing and putting it out there. And if people enjoy what we're doing, all the better. But we're going to do it regardless. But encouragement is good. You know, we get some viewers, we get some people enjoying what we're doing, gives us the fuel to keep doing what we're doing. So this Kobe video in my small little life and my small little estimation blew up. Some people out there might think 30,000 views is not blowing up. For me, that's pretty big. We'd not got any more than 1,900 viewers for any of our shorts or long form videos. And that Kobe video over the next 3 or 4 weeks really performed well and got us a lot more subscribers. I think we're over 2,100 followers on Instagram. We're currently nudging 400 subscribers on YouTube. And we're getting a lot more eyeballs on our previous videos and our whole catalog. We're at 39 videos at the moment. So long story short, I'd held this grudge against Kobe on behalf of Shaq for 30 odd years. And this last minute little documentary before I jumped on a plane completely flipped the script for me. And I realized what a fucking idiot I'd been for all these years, basically depriving myself of one of the all-time greats, a guy that embodies everything that's important to me as a man and as a basketball fan. You know, the passion, the drive, the commitment, the love of the game, the absolute adoration of the game, which I have as well, without the athletic ability, of course. And I just felt what a complete and utter waste of time this all was. And this all came to be at the same time as my older brother was battling stage 4 cancer, which he still is. The pod has kind of gone on a little bit of a hiatus for the last couple of weeks while I deal with my brother. He's very, very sick. So anybody out there, if you do pray, if that's your thing, send them all my brother's way. Yeah, it's been very, very rough. And this whole Kobe feud with my brother, and we'd had a lot of hard times as well, where we spent quite a few years not speaking with each other, as each of us were dealing with addiction at different times in our life. And it was just this whirlpool of activity, where I'd realized how stupid this feud was with Kobe. I guess as a microcosm of the same way I felt about my brother for a lot of years, where we weren't speaking or seeing each other. And then finally it took my brother being diagnosed with cancer before I just stood back and went, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What's really important here and what's not important? And things like that really put things into perspective very quickly. And I'm not at all associating what happens to my brother with what happened to Kobe and my relationship with Kobe. Obviously, I've got my relationship with my brother, and then I've got one with an athlete. So definitely not putting those two side by side on level pegging. But it's all a microcosm, and it's all a learning curve. Life is just a learning curve. And that whole Kobe thing, in an instant, I just had this freedom, this weight come off my shoulders where I thought, I can love this athlete. I can go out now, basically, if I wanted to. That's the great thing about the internet. I can go and relive his career from day dot if I want to. And with a different lens, with the lens now that I can actually appreciate fully what he's doing, rather than have this stupid, childish fucking slight and feud that's not even directed at me anyway. I'm holding it on behalf of a stranger. This is two complete strangers to me in my life feuding, and I'm taking it on board. Kind of makes me feel maybe I should revisit my feelings about LeBron one day. Moss, I know you're watching. You're going to fucking be smashing your projection screen right now. I'm probably just joking, but I don't think I'm ever going to feel that way about LeBron. Needless to say, that lesson I learned from Kobe had a few ripple effects. Obviously, the channel is getting a lot more popular now by our standards, by our very meager, humble standards. But for us, it's great. Every single subscriber, I just want to let you guys know, I appreciate every single one. And as soon as I get a new one, if they have a public profile on YouTube, I do click it. I do have a look at your videos. I do see what you guys are up to, where you're from. It really means a lot. Anybody who's enjoying what we're doing. I mean, we're just two great mates, just having a great time doing this and learning a lot. And if anybody else is getting entertained by this, like, that's fucking awesome. That's amazing. And we really appreciate it. And then it just felt like my life lesson with Kobe here translated into a lot more positivity and popularity with what we're doing. So it was just really awesome. It was just really, really awesome. And I just wanted to let the audience know that we really appreciate everybody that's been with us so far. We appreciate everybody that's going to come on board after this. And that also spurred us on straight away. We just thought Kobe's anniversary of his death is coming up. It'd be a great opportunity for us to do a bit of a retrospective, not a bit, a big retrospective, a 3-parter, commemorating his life and his career. And we were able to do it now with both of us being able to truly appreciate one of the top 10 players that's ever graced the court. And we just hope you guys enjoy it. So here comes part 1. Are you ready, my bro? All right. Welcome to another episode of Old Head Hoops.
Hey, shout out for the shirts.
Yes. My name is Clay, obviously.
And Amos.
All right. Good to have you back. Now, we've got a very, very, very special episode today.
Looking forward to this, bro.
Very, very special episode. If you'd listened to our previous episode, you would know that I am now a Kobe convert.
About fucking time.
Yeah. Better late than never.
That's true.
Better late than never. And you know, the great thing about life, not just basketball life, but life, is it's all about lessons and growing and becoming better.
This is true.
You don't grow stronger unless you tear and heal and
That's
scar,
how you build muscle.
and you become tougher.
What do I say in the office? It's continuous improvement, my friends.
You are such a
Strive.
fucking company, man. Oh my God.
Strive for excellence, but continuously improve.
Wow. Do you have that on t-shirts while you're walking
That's
around
a
the
great
office?
idea. That is
Yeah.
a great idea. $39.95.
Oh God. So who do we owe? Who do we owe? You want to give a plug? Who did the t-shirts?
I'll have to ask my wife. But whoever
we'll
did,
cut that out.
great fucking job.
Yes. Great job, you person. All right. No, so in light of the great Kobe Bryant's tragic passing,
Rest
And-
in peace, Kobe.
rest in peace, Kobe. In light of that, we thought that we would, and my newfound fandom for a player that's been retired for a long time, we thought we'd have a bit of a retrospective episode where we commemorated Kobe's career and went in depth and examined from the beginning all the way to the very end.
Love it.
And I could not think of anything better, really, than to test my newfound fandom with a deep dive on one of what
the
is
greatest of all.
Yeah, I mean, on anybody's list, he's a top 10 player of all time at least, right? So
Let's do it, bro.
top 5 others?
You know, I've got him in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I've-
Future episode.
I do love Kobe Bean Bryant. I
Future
always
episode.
have. Then, you know, all aspects of what he brought to the game. I love it all. So I'm so curious to go down this freaking journey with you now, bro.
All right. Without further ado, because it's going to be a long one, two-parter. Let's get into it. So straight off the bat, I thought the best way to go about this is go through his accolades, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
So Kobe Bean Bryant, the Bean is short for Jelly Bean. His dad was Jelly Bean Bryant, was born on August 23, 1978.
Oh, a year younger than us, eh?
In Deedly Doodly, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At his full playing size, he was 6'6", 215 pounds.
How comparable is that to Jordan? Same? 6'6"?
Yeah, there's a bit of conjecture about Jordan being maybe smaller than the 6'6" frame he purported to be.
Well, listed at 6'6".
6'6", 218, 6'6", 215. So
very close.
almost identical. You had to bring the Jordan in straight away, didn't you? Straight away. So points, 33,643 for his career at an average of 25.
Where's that sit all time? You know?
He was at number 3 when he retired. Rebounds 7,000 at an average of 5, and assists 6,000 at an average of pretty much 5. So he was a 5-time champ. He was a 2 times finals MVP. He was an MVP only once
Fucking hell.
in 2008. However, he had 11 top 5 finishes.
It's not bad over 20 years.
Yeah, 18-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star Game MVP, and of course now the All-Star Game MVP is named after him, the great man. 11-time first-team All-NBA, 2-time second All-NBA and 2/3, so 15 All-NBA teams all up, 11 firsts. Yowza. 9-time All-NBA defensive team, first team.
That's one of the statistics that stands out. I love that.
Yeah, and 3 times second team. So he's a 12-time All-Defensive Team player. Not too bad. And a 2-time scoring champ.
Yeah.
So obviously,
So, you know, I love my two-way players. I
do.
love the fact that he always wanted to guard the best player on the other team. He fucking took that challenge on.
All part of the Mamba mentality, man.
Absolutely.
He was a slam dunk champ, NBA All-Rookie second team.
Yeah, and don't forget, he didn't play that much during his rookie year.
That was a big-time rookie class, that 96.
It was.
One of the best ever. Obviously, on the 75 greatest team, both numbers 8 and 24 retired by LA.
Mm-hmm.
He was the high school player of the year in 96.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the Naismith Player of the Year and the Gatorade Player of the Year and a McDonald's All-American and a first-team Parade All-American. And another interesting stat I just literally threw onto the very bottom of this about an hour before you came over. He was the leading scorer in the 2000s for that whole decade.
Oh, so he scored the most points in the 2000s.
In the 2000s with
okay.
21,065 points in the
Wow.
2000s. Well, let's just get right into it. Kobe's young years. Kobe was born in Philadelphia, and he was named after the Kobe cut of beef.
Oh, is that right?
It is.
Kobe beef.
While his father...
His dad loved the Japanese steaks, eh?
His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played for the 76ers from 1975 to 1979. Kobe was apparently playing basketball by the age of 3, and reportedly by the age of 6, he was a mad Lakers fan. His granddad was a mad Lakers fan and used to fill him with Lakers games on tape.
That is interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Kobe and his family moved from Philadelphia to San Diego, where Joe played 3 seasons for the Clippers before they moved to LA.
That I didn't know. I knew he played for Philly. Okay. All right.
And after the 3 years in San Diego, he played his final season in Houston for your Rockets.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that either. Jelly
So-
Bean got around.
Played 9 seasons in the NBA. Once his NBA career finished, he was really sick and tired of the travel more than anything, is what he says. Whether he was good enough to make the cut or not, who knows?
We'll go with the officials.
We'll go with that. He decided to go and move his family to Italy and play ball in Italy.
Mm.
So the first team he played for was Sebastiani Reti, just outside of Rome. So Kobe began working for Jellybean Bryant's team as a ball boy and the sweat wiper on the court.
Some great players have done that.
And he would spend half times of the game dribbling and shooting in front of the full crowd.
He always liked to perform in front of a crowd, eh? From even young.
And the players have described it as the Kobe show. So he would get out there and put a show on. So Kobe spent 7 years in Italy, becoming fluent in the language. He spent a lot of time playing basketball, learning the game around all these professionals.
7 years. This would have been his primary school going into high school, yeah?
From the age of 6 until 13.
Yeah,
He
okay.
was in Italy.
Yeah.
So while he was over in Italy, his grandfather would send him, as I said to you before, his grandfather would send him tapes, which he studied religiously, back to front, inside out.
All right.
And
this would have been the Magic Lakers years.
yeah, and very, very heavy LA leanings.
Yeah.
Kobe, however, would return to the US each summer, and he would join youth leagues over in the US in the summer and do pretty well. But he was a late bloomer. Even though obviously his father was 6'9", he didn't really go through his growth spurt until he was about 10, 11.
Okay.
So at the age of 13, we'll skip a couple of years. At the age of 13, the Bryants moved back to Philadelphia. So Jellybean Bryant's career is all done and dusted.
Mm-hmm.
In a podcast, the School of Greatness podcast, Kobe told a story of how he went scoreless for an entire summer league season.
Shit.
When
How old was he then?
He's not 100% sure. He thinks it's 10 or 11. He was one of the two, 10 or 11. And he cried and cried and cried. And his dad eventually told him, and I was expecting a negative thing, his dad eventually told him, I'm going to love you whether you score 0 or 60. So just go out there and play.
Fair enough.
And
Good advice. I like that.
yeah, the validation gave Kobe the confidence to embrace failure. However, in Kobe fashion, he steelied himself and said, fucking to hell with that.
That's not happening again, motherfucker.
I'm scoring 60. Ain't no 0. So in that off season, when he got humiliated, he spent months honing his skills, performing shooting drills, and a lot of the coaches that he had access to were designing specific skill drills for him.
So back then, this is what? The 80s? Would have been? If he's 13,
89,
late 80s?
1990,
Yeah, okay.
91.
So if he's, say, 12, 13, he would have been showing promise already.
Yeah.
And coaches would have been investing in improving his game and everything else.
And obviously having a
dad who's
NBA
connected into
father.
basketball and everything else. But you'd also expect, considering how, talent gets identified and coaches invest into players and everything else, he must have been showing something. Like there must have been something there.
that was the sneaky era before the internet came.
Yeah.
And there were still players like sneaking through the cracks there and late bloomers. So it's arguable that summer when he went scoreless in the youth league, it's arguable that was where Mamba Mentality truly started. Arguable.
I like it. I like it when it's built into his DNA from young.
100%. So Kobe spent several years building the fundamentals. So he'd spend a whole summer working just on shooting.
Yep.
And then a whole summer working just on his dribbling. He was very specific and very focused on how he went about his training, even in those young years.
And how much of an influence was his dad, or was this mostly just crafted by him?
He's gone on record saying that he was more influenced as a whole by the professionals rather than just his dad.
Gotcha.
Because he used to go on road trips when he was in Italy. He used to go on road trips with his dad.
And he'd be studying the professional players.
He would just be one of the guys. He'd stay with them. He'd train with them. And he was the ball boy, and he was in the locker rooms. He was with the coaches doing their.
This is another thing I love. So from a young kid, immersing himself in the basketball game with professional players and everything else, he didn't just go along for the ride. He was taking something away and studying the game. Yeah,
he was a student from minute one. And you would love this. It's the European game that he was raised on.
Yep.
And that's why he said fundamentals, because it's all about fundamentals in the European
game. He's got some of the best footwork ever. Yep.
So once his body caught up with his skill base at around that 12, 13, dominating.
Yeah.
He was dominating his peers from that point on. So Kobe was playing for junior teams with his dad's clubs in Italy as well. Oftentimes playing against kids 2 or 3 years older than him and still dominating.
Yep.
As I've said, he traveled with his dad on the road games. Relentless. The teammates of Jellybean Bryant were saying Kobe was just relentless with his questions. He was just constantly peppering
that annoying kid. If I can just let us play.
yeah. But he was just looking to soak in the game. The parents, this is what I found, the parents of the other players started complaining about Kobe being on the team because he would score all the points. And all the other kids were coming home crying to their parents. This was actually a thing. The parents were trying to get Kobe kicked out of the leagues.
Jeez.
Yeah, not great. So even as a 12...
Kobe didn't give a fuck.
No. Even as a 12 or 13-year-old, Kobe would arrive to practice at 6 a.m. when the team wasn't due to come in until 9. This is a kid that's not even a teenager. And he's doing this. So fast forward. The Bryants are back in Philadelphia. So Kobe has really struggled to integrate back into the US culture. He didn't recognize the slang. He didn't recognize the pop culture references, the TV, the music.
Yeah, because his formative years were in Italy. Yeah,
he was completely alienated from all the other teenagers. Even the way he dressed was ridiculed. There's some interesting photos floating around of him just dressed very, very European, shall we say.
And this is the time when the baggy jeans were coming around, all that sort of stuff in the US. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Kobe credits growing up in Italy with his strong basketball fundamentals. He's saying he learned how to play the right way.
So if he comes back to the US and he's a bit ostracized, a bit on the outsider, it most probably feeds into him just playing basketball and training basketball.
He's got nothing else.
Nothing else, yeah.
He's got nothing distracting him.
Yep.
Nothing at all. So once he got back to the States, he obviously started dominating. In high school, when he joined Lower Merion, he became the first freshman in decades to start for the varsity team.
And that's unheard of in high school. Yeah. Unheard of.
However, in his first season playing high school basketball, the team finished 4-20. Not great. Kobe being Kobe, goes back into the lab, starts working on his game, starts working on everything, grows another 2 or 3 inches, comes back, and the next 3 years they go 77-13.
I love that.
Kobe plays all 5 positions. All five positions. As a senior at Lower Merion, Kobe led the team to their first state championship in 53 years, averaging 30.8 points, 12 boards, 6 assists, 4 steals, 3.8 blocks. And the team went 31-3.
That's a number 1 draft pick.
As a high schooler.
As a high schooler.
So for his high school career, he scored 2,883 points and is the all-time leader for Southeast Pennsylvania, passing the great Wilt Chamberlain.
Shit.
And the L Train, Lionel Simmons.
Shit.
We all remember Lionel Simmons' wonderful career. He did win a Most Improved Player.
Did he?
For the LA Clippers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know that.
Fact check me, YouTube, and let me know.
So now he's 16, 17, yeah?
17.
Yeah.
Bryant was the Naismith High School Player of the Year, the Gatorade Player of the Year, first team All-American, and a McDonald's All-American. and very famously took R&B singer Brandy to her Hollywood High prom.
That's right, yeah.
Sure, he felt very strange because it was only basketball really making him relevant. He was still feeling quite ostracized in that culture.
Yeah, okay.
So he's here 4 years removed from Italy.
Yep.
So yeah,
And all he's done is ball.
all he's
pretty
done is
much,
ball
yeah.
and take Brandy. And Brandy was pretty big. Brandy was big.
Yeah, so she would have been starting singing and all that back then, yeah? At that time?
Oh, I was a big Brandy fan. There was Brandy and Monica.
Yeah. You either one or the other.
Yeah. They were like the Kobe and Shaq of those years.
Mhm.
So Kobe was recruited pretty heavily
Oh, but the colleges, you mean?
from colleges.
Yep.
And the top 4 that were coming after him were Duke, Michigan, North Carolina, and Villanova.
North Carolina.
Yeah. But Kobe never had any intention of going.
None.
Never.
None at all.
No. He wanted to go straight to the NBA.
So do you know his reason why?
He just felt he was ready. He knew he was ready. He'd
I
seen
love that arrogance.
He'd seen Garnett go the year before.
Yeah.
And
he said, I can do that.
yeah, and his success,
Hmm.
I guess, kind of gave him the confidence to go, yep, I can do this.
Okay.
And he's gone straight to the draft. So at the time, New Jersey Nets had the number 8 pick. Right? The GM, John Nash and John Calipari, were seriously weighing selecting Kobe. Now,
John Calipari was coach too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John Calipari, more so than Nash, really wanted Kobe.
Okay.
Like he wanted him and was ready to select him. Calipari was infatuated with Kobe. In the workouts, he'd gone for 3 workouts.
And blew him away.
And each of the 3 workouts, Calipari was like, this is one of the best fucking players I've ever seen.
Okay.
During one of the workouts, they put Kobe against Ed O'Bannon. I'm not sure if you remember Ed O'Bannon.
Yeah, I do.
Ed O'Bannon was the Nets' number 9 pick from the year before.
Yep.
He played for UCLA and won the national championship
Yeah.
and was the college player of the year.
Good college player.
6'9",
Yeah.
athletic. So they put Kobe, high schooler, 17-year-old high schooler, against Ed O'Bannon. And Kobe destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him.
Oh.
And not only destroyed him, but Calipari has gone on to say he was relentlessly attacking him. Like trying to prove a point.
17-year-old.
Trying to prove a point.
I'm here. I belong. Watch.
And did he ever prove that point? So the GM Nash was in constant contact with John Lucas,
Oh, yeah.
who was running workouts in Philly with some pro players, including Jerry Stackhouse,
Yep.
who'd done very, very well for Philadelphia in his rookie season. So during one call, Nash asked Lucas how Stackhouse was going.
Hmm.
And Lucas responded, he's doing really, really well. He's the second best 2 guard in the building. So Nash asked,
Who's number 1?
who's the best? And Lucas responded, Kobe kicks his ass every day.
Oh, shit.
So at this stage, the Nets brass were all lined up
So they're all in
for
now.
Kobe.
They're going. That's how many.
They even hosted Kobe's family the night before the draft for dinner. However, at the dinner, they sensed that something had changed.
with the
Bryants.
Okay.
They just sensed something was a bit off. Nothing was said,
Yeah.
but something smelt fishy.
They weren't gushing. They clearly weren't as interested as they were previously.
So Bryant wanted to be a Laker, and his agency had received word that Jerry West was wheeling and dealing and was trying to do a deal for Vlade Divac to the Hornets for the 13th pick. They were already trying to deal Divac to get cap space for Shaq.
So it wasn't to get Kobe, it was to get the draft pick.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry West at this point wants the draft pick, and he's wheeling and dealing to get that draft pick.
So your previous question was who picked in between them.
Right.
This is where fortune really favored the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because the teams between New Jersey with the
Eighth
8th pick and Charlotte with the 13th pick had no interest in Kobe. They were all what they thought stacked with guards.
Yeah.
And every single pick took a big. So at 9, you had Dallas, who took Samaki Walker,
Yeah.
who was a future Lakers teammate. Indiana took Eric Dampier.
Okay.
Golden State took Todd Fuller.
Oh, shit.
And Cleveland took everybody's favorite American, Vitaly Potapenko.
Oh, shit.
Now, I just want to talk for a second about that 96 draft.
So that is a loaded draft. It is a loaded fucking draft.
Bro, I don't think,
Ooh, what are you saying?
just for sheer talent,
Yep.
they could pass the 84 draft just on sheer talent.
All right.
I mean, the 84 draft obviously was more top heavy.
Yep.
Barkley, Jordan, Olajuwon, Stockton. But have a listen to these names. Allen Iverson, Marcus
One.
Camby,
Yep.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, Antoine Walker, Lorenzen Wright, we're not going to worry about that, Kerry Kittles, Kobe Bryant, Peja Stojakovic, Steve Nash.
Peja was the same draft. Oh,
Peja was the pick after Bryant.
Nets.
Sack,
Oh, Sacramento, you went first. Okay, yeah.
Steve Nash, Jermaine O'Neal, Walter McCarty. I mean, this was
Fucking hell.
it was a stacked draft.
That's
Stacked
15
draft.
players with 10-year careers there.
Yeah, Jermaine O'Neal, multiple-time All-Star. Steve Nash, two-time MVP. Pager, multiple All-Star. Kobe Bryant,
Allen Iverson.
MVP. Allen Iverson, Ray Allen,
Yeah.
Steph Marbury, even Marcus Camby, Defensive Player of the Year.
No, Marcus was awesome.
An unbelievable draft.
Huh.
Just unbelievable. So, in the background before the draft, Sonny Vaccaro from Adidas was trying to push Kobe to LA. Now, Kobe hadn't signed his deal with Adidas, but it was on the precipice.
So you say Adidas, not Adidas.
Isn't it Adidas?
Oh, I say Adidas.
Yeah.
But I think you're right.
Potato, potato.
Yeah.
So Vaccaro was like, your contract is going to be a lot bigger if you are
In the
Kobe
big
Bryant,
market.
LA Lakers.
Yeah.
So it was all about the dollar signs.
Hmm.
So you had Sonny Vaccaro pushing him to LA. Arn Tellem was getting involved and then started to tell the Nets that Kobe would never play for them if they drafted him. And that, in fact, if they did, he would go and play overseas in Italy.
Oh, shit.
They never, ever planned for this to happen.
Yeah.
It was purely a bluff, and they fell for the bluff.
Yeah.
So after intense...
Oh, but you're the Nets. They tell you that. You're saying, fuck, what do we do?
Yeah. And you got to think, like, these front office guys, this is their job on the line.
Yeah, correct.
So they don't want this. They don't want this smoke.
Yep.
They do not want it. So immense pressure. And then the Nets started to wonder whether the Nets ownership, mind you, not Calipari and Nash, but the Nets ownership was starting to wonder. This is why owners need to just
Stay the fuck out.
take the fucking hands off the wheel and give it to people who know what they're doing.
But if I'm a billionaire, it's my fucking team. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to not sit back and just not have a say in anything.
The ownership actually wanted to take John Wallace from Syracuse. John Wallace had a good career in Syracuse, don't get me wrong, but he's no Kobe Bryant, and he's not even a Kerry Kittles, who
They end up getting Kerry.
they ended up taking Kerry Kittles. So Calipari ended up caving under the pressure and agreed to take Kittles as well. And the rest is history. Like, Kittles had a good career.
Good career. Yeah.
A good career.
I think he made an all-star too, didn't he? Kerry Kittles?
I don't think he made an all-star team.
No?
He was a good component on that team that made the finals twice, but
Oh, I thought he made an all-star. Okay.
we'll fact check that. So, interestingly as well, do you remember this? Vlade Divac, or Divac, depending on who you talk to, threatened to derail the whole fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. I do remember this. Yeah.
He initially refused to sign off on the trade to Charlotte and said he was going to retire if he was included in the trade, which would have nixed the whole fucking thing. And a late night, and I mean late night in the middle of the night, 3-hour call with Jerry West.
Yeah.
Eventually, he relented to the trade.
Fucking Jerry.
Jerry West, the genius white man, does
Is he
it
the
again.
greatest GM of all time?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Not even close. He's the GOAT.
Fuck.
So we all know that West was smitten with Kobe. We know that. It's well documented.
When does he start looking at Kobe?
He's been working out Kobe through the whole draft process.
Okay. So not only is he thinking, okay, I'm doing this trade with Charlotte, Shaq's coming, I need to get cap space, I want that draft pick, but he's also orchestrating to be able to get Kobe at 13.
Yeah, he already knows which teams own the pick. He thinks he knows. Once he worked out Kobe,
Yeah.
he said to his coaches, "This is the best player in the draft."
So he's come to that conclusion
After
and
one
that's-
workout.
After one workout, that's the player he wants. The best pick he can get is 13.
He was trying to snag other picks ahead,
yeah.
but they weren't parting with the picks.
Okay.
So once
he needed, so I'm sure there's other stuff. So obviously I'm not sure if he was involved in the ultimatum to the Nets, who were clearly very keen on Kobe. We know there was a big man draft, so for all the other teams were going for big men. At the top end, teams weren't willing to take a risk on a high schooler.
Well, you got to think Garnett was the first one since whatever it was, fucking Spencer Hayward,
Yeah, and
to
then
do
before that
it.
was Moses Malone or something.
And Garnett was good, but he only averaged 10 points a game in his rookie season.
Yeah.
So this is not, players coming in and just
Dominating.
overwhelming the league.
Yeah.
And there were as many cautionary tales as there were successes. So I don't think they were totally, and the scouting hadn't got to the point where you could really trust whether a high school career would translate
Into an NBA game. Yeah.
And at the time, Kobe was still very thin.
Yep.
Kind of didn't have his old man body, his old man strength. Like, the talent was there, but would it translate? And there was also that old school mindset in the NBA at the time of,
Oh, they love their college players. 4 years.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but it was more like, I trust more that the big man skills will translate rather than the guards.
100%.
So there was still a lot of skepticism about Kobe. Like, he was on the national radar,
Yep.
but it's like, I don't know if this guy can translate.
Mm.
But West had 10 minutes, a workout with 10 minutes where Kobe Bryant played Michael Cooper
Oh, yeah, I heard this story.
one-on-one.
And Michael Cooper, a defensive fucking beast.
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
Shouldn't have got it ahead of Michael Jordan the year that he won,
But a very good defensive player.
absolutely. But it literally took West 10 minutes, and he said, "To hell with this. I've seen enough."
He's mine.
And so a little comment here from Jerry West. He says, at that point in time, it wasn't in vogue to take high school players. It just wasn't.
Hmm.
The one thing that Kobe had was the effervescence about himself that was not like people that had gone to school a lot longer than him. He had more experience, more maturity. So he could see it straight away.
So his Italian journey too probably would have fed into that.
I think so.
Afterwards, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So he most probably didn't come across as a high school kid.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, he was obviously very, very different.
Hmm.
Now, how about the ripple effects of Kobe going to New Jersey?
Yeah. Well, okay. Butterfly moment. Go.
I'm opening this up to you.
Yeah.
So how about this? Kobe in the New York area.
Yep.
I mean, the Lakers don't win their titles.
Yep.
What happens to Shaq?
Shaq still goes there. Does he actually? Yeah. How many championships does he win without Kobe? Ooh.
Exactly. Does he stay after his first contract? Does Jackson ever go there?
I don't see that happening.
Phil Jackson's gone on record as saying he wanted to go back to the New York area, and he might have had interest in going to coach New Jersey if Kobe ended up there with the level of player he ended up being.
Yeah.
And Shaq is from Newark, New
He
Jersey.
is, yeah.
Could Shaq have gone to New Jersey to join Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant?
Well, it wouldn't be the Brooklyn Nets now if it was the case. They would have stayed in New Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, and the whole big brother, little brother thing in that New York area would have got a lot different with 20 years of Kobe in New Jersey.
Fuck.
So, yeah, the ripple effects are pretty interesting. And it's funny to have Kobe's camp come out and say, we were just bluffing. If New Jersey had taken us, we would have gone to play.
Would he have
Well,
stayed, though?
I mean, it depends on how quick they could have built
Built
a,
team
built a
around him.
contender around
And
him.
who do they have then?
Oh, back then, 96.
Joe Coleman? No, he comes after.
Maybe Kenny Anderson on the tail end of whatever he was doing.
Okay.
Kendall Gill might have been there at that time. Kendall Gill, I think, was there. But yeah, they definitely.
When was Coleman there?
Coleman was drafted in 90. So he may
After.
have been in Philadelphia by then.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting
Sliding
times,
doors
man.
moments.
Yeah,
Sliding
man.
doors, eh?
So Kobe debuted in the Summer League in California and scored 25 points in his first game in front of West and Del Harris. And for the tournament in 4 games, he averaged 24.5 and 5 boards. So as a rookie, this is what you were talking about in a previous episode. As a rookie, Kobe came off the bench. He did start 6 games, but he came mostly off the bench behind Nick the Quick Van Exel and Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Just a great backcourt.
Oh,
man.
mate.
Just a great stacked backcourt. He only averaged 15 minutes a game.
Yeah, I get that in his rookie year because Eddie Jones was at the peak of his powers and Nick the Quick was fucking awesome. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I would expect that what was happening at training should have been justified and reward for more time.
It's as if you read my notes.
Hey, old head hoops, bro.
He only averaged 15 points a game, although he did, as the season progressed, his minutes really did start to pick up. So
And Eddie Jones was durable until a point.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the All-Star weekend, he won Slam Dunk Champ. And some believe he should have won the All-Star, the Rising Stars MVP.
Who did? Allen Iverson. Must have been AI. Must have been AI. Oh, it came out of the block.
He scored 31 with 8 boards.
Fucking hell. And he doesn't get the award.
It had to have been Iverson.
Must have been, yeah.
Rookie season. The Lakers advanced to the second round of the playoffs against the Utah Jazz, right? Byron Scott missed game 5 with a sprained wrist, which pushed Kobe into the starting lineup.
That's small forward, yeah?
Or maybe Eddie. Yeah, it was either him or Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Is Eddie Jones bigger than Kobe?
Same height. I think they're 6'6".
I thought Eddie Jones might have had an inch or 2 on him.
Byron Scott was small forward, I thought. Yeah?
He's only like 6'4", but
Yeah.
stout.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, he took Byron Scott's place in the starting 5. Now, and this is game 5, Robert Horry was ejected for fighting Jeff Hornacek. I know you love your white Utah players.
Jeff Hornacek. Holy shit.
Jeff Hornacek and Shaq fouled out with 1 minute and 46 left in the 4th. Right?
Yeah. What game is this? Game 5?
Game 5.
Elimination game for them.
Elimination game for them. So, yeah, Horry ejected, Byron Scott out, Shaq fouled out. Kobe then had the ball in his hands in the last minute and 45 in crunch time for LA. Fair to say it didn't go well.
4?
4 air balls. Not just misses.
Air ball.
Air balls.
Air ball.
And the Jazz went on to win 98-93 in overtime to eliminate the Lakers. 4 games
That's
to
a pretty
1.
close game.
Now, Del Harris has come out and said Kobe demanded the ball in the timeouts. He wasn't afraid of the moment. He demanded it.
Well, and he's a rookie.
And Del Harris, because he'd obviously seen what he was doing in practice and trusted in the work,
Gave him the ball.
gave him the ball.
Yeah.
Gave him the ball. Now,
So he must have been doing so well in practice for the other players to be comfortable in handing the ball over. So not Nick the Quick, not Eddie Jones.
exactly.
Kobe, as a rookie, you're good.
It's pretty
Take the
crazy.
shot.
Pretty
It's
crazy.
nuts. It's fucking nuts.
But even after the first air ball, the
Yeah.
second air ball,
He's
third
not
air
stopping.
ball.
He's not stopping
and the veterans aren't taking it off him.
because they're trusting that he's done the work. And
The coach is trusting him to take the shots.
Yeah.
I just find that amazing.
Have you seen those highlights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched them recently. Yeah.
How badly were the shots? How bad were the shots? Were they good shots, first of all? And were they just missing them because he was tired at the end of the game? Or
For
they were
our
just-
YouTube audience, you will be seeing these as we're wondering about them. They were terrible shots.
They were terrible shots. Okay.
They
So
were
he forced up some shit.
Legit air balls.
Okay.
So Kobe was reportedly devastated after the game. Of course you would be. There is no record of Kobe Bryant saying out aloud, I'm not going to let this shit happen again.
Yeah.
But his teammates, his coaches saw a shift in him
Okay.
during that offseason. They recognized that something had changed. His practices became more meticulous. Workouts doubled in intensity. Preparation became ritual.
Mm.
His attention to detail now became a non-negotiable. Or is this the origin of the Mamba mentality?
Can I say this is most probably Mamba maturing?
Ooh, I like it. The Mamba maturing mentality.
So we have the little baby snake as a youngster, first adversity,
Yep.
the determination. Now he's got as he develops, greater adversity, more determination. Mamba's grown.
So, failure.
Mm.
This is where, after all of the research I've been doing, to me is where Kobe was forged. The Mamba mentality wasn't forged through success. It wasn't the championships. It wasn't scoring 81 points. It's not his scoring dominance, his scoring titles. It was forged in his failures and his reaction to the failures. And he just doubled down on everything.
He's one of the greatest attributes that he has is his resilience.
And it's just it's that meticulous devotion to strengthening the weaknesses in his game.
So one of the hardest things that anyone can ever do is truly identify their weaknesses and then figure out how to turn a weakness into a strength or be able to negate their weakness. He clearly was able to do that and not only identify it, but to the point where it doesn't become a weakness for him anymore.
Nobody wants to display their weaknesses or admit to them because nobody wants to be vulnerable.
Yep.
And he had no problem doing that because he knew, I'm going to go to the lab and fix this. Yeah. And then you wait and see me next time I come out.
Because I'm going to work my fucking ass off.
So in his second season, Kobe improved pretty rapidly, doubled his scoring from 7.6 to 15.4.
Come up.
Played more minutes backing up the starters. So he wasn't a full-time starter.
Yeah.
But also played some small ball, small forward in the lineup.
So he's the first player off the bench, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And playing with the two guards.
Yeah.
In a 3-ball lineup.
God. Eddie Jones, Nick the Quick and Kobe, eh? It's not bad threesome, man.
Good team. Good team. It's a forgotten team.
Yeah.
So Kobe was runner-up for 6th man of the year in his second season, which I didn't realize. Do you know who was first?
Nah, give it to me.
Danny Manning.
Really?
And was voted as the youngest ever All-Star in history.
You too.
Voted in. Obviously didn't deserve it.
So he's 18.
18 years old.
Okay.
So the Lakers were the first team in 15 years to have 4 players in the All-Star game.
Nick the Quick, Eddie Jones, Kobe. Who's
and Shaq.
Oh, Shaq is already there. Yeah.
Shaq and Kobe came in the same year.
Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting this. I thought Kobe had his rookie year and then Shaq came. They actually came at the same time.
So,
because the bloody Divac trade opened up the ability to get Shaq. That's right.
What an off-season.
Jerry fucking West. Jesus Christ.
Shaq, Kobe, and Derek Fisher.
Fuck it.
All in the same off-season.
That man is not only a fucking genius, he's fucking lucky as hell too to be able to orchestrate and get that over the line.
Yeah, he's just the greatest.
So he's seen the pairing already.
Yeah.
He's going after Shaq. He's got his eyes into Kobe and he's seen in his mind, he's picturing the greatest duo of all time together. Oh, Jerry West. Fucking love him.
He's one of the rare GMs who took, I mean, there have been other ex-players who've risen through the front office, but he's taken that. He's also a maniacal fucking competitor.
Yes.
And he took that into the front office.
He did.
He was a ruthless competitor.
He was a crazy motherfucker.
He did whatever it took.
Yeah.
As a GM. And it worked.
And born out of adversity and humiliation and the constant losing to the Boston Celtics.
Exactly.
Was probably put him in a very Kobe-like space.
Yeah, like what he was 1 out of 9 for the finals.
That would fucking destroy you, wouldn't it?
You'd think it would, yeah. But he lived till his 80s. It couldn't have destroyed him that much.
Rest in peace, Jerry West.
Rest in peace.
The logo.
The logo. Good time to pause.
Pause. I was just getting really interesting too. Jerry.
All right, old heads and young heads alike. Thank you very, very much for tuning in with us for another episode of Old Head Hoops. Please help us with the show. Help us spread the word. If you're on video format, please like and subscribe. If you're on audio format, please rate and review wherever you have the opportunity to do so. And word of mouth means a hell of a lot So tell your family, your friends, your loved ones, anybody who loves hoops, anybody who loves retro hoops, and anybody who loves the weird and wonderful tangents that me and Mus love to go on. So we would also love to hear from you guys. We would love to interact. We would also love to have some mailbag episodes moving forward. So please get in contact with us on our Gmail account, which is all one word, oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. oldheadhoopspod@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram account. So we're at oldheadhoopspod. We have an X account and we're at oldheadhoops. And we have a Facebook page at Old Head Hoops. Just type in Old Head Hoops on any of these socials. You should be able to find us. So thank you very, very much once again, and we will see you next time.